Hey, okay, so this is Booking Blitz time. Hopefully we will have other people joining us and coming into the group, but the goal is that this is time that is set aside for us to get our calendars in order. We try to do this once a month, just kind of a director-led time where we come in and just get a chance to be like, hey, what are the specials? And you have a chance to be able to be with a director or a team leader to be able to kind of give you some direction, some words to say, things like that. So let's kind of talk about a little bit about what's going on so that hopefully you can kind of make a game plan, okay, if you don't have one already. Okay, it is September. That means new catalog changeover, okay? The catalog changeover started September 1st. If you're thinking, well, can I just get away with using my old catalogs, or how is this? I will recommend this particular catalog did have a lot of price changes, not huge increases or anything like that, really. It's nothing that's like would be different really any company or anything like that's going on. But there was like they streamlined everything to the prices to be on 50 cents and on the dollar. And so there will be quite a few changes with that. Keep an eye out also. I have not updated all of the old outlines. And if you are like batch posting to SendShare for your new things that are coming up, you want to make sure that it does not include discontinued products. And it does not include price increases and that it doesn't include the old prices. Okay, you don't want to have to deal with that hassle. So just making sure that you are double checking your parties for those types of things. And that includes like the same thing like the Jolly Rancher game and the old micro cooker, things like that. You don't want people to be like, oh, I was looking for that you posted in the game and I can't find it. All of those can be found under the fall resources if you look under the fall resources page. Okay, and that should just be on just that first page in the fall site. Welcome those of you guys that are joining us. We're just kind of going over a couple of things that are going on so you guys kind of know how to approach the items that are doing it. So what is awesome about this is whether you are new or whether you have done this for years, okay, a fall catalog changeover is the perfect excuse to reach out to people again. Even if, maybe you sent a message to them, 3 months ago about your summer specials or the summer products launching or something like that, and they didn't respond, it's totally a new chance to be able to go through. People are in a totally different seasonal life. Now, here are the things that you're going to run into also. Okay, I want you to be thinking of how we can service these people. Okay, because remember, it's not just about getting us bookings. If we can solve their problem, instead of them trying to solve ours, you will be more likely to make more contacts and help more people and get more people to say yes. Hey, welcome everybody. Again, I will give you guys a holler. We are all adults, but anytime we do a Zoom call, if you are able to show your lovely faces, it does make it a little bit more fun and interactive. Because right now I just see like just rows full of names. It's kind of nice to get to know that I am talking to actual people. But so it's a great excuse to be able to make that contact and to talk to people again, okay? And it's a fantastic thing. So again, we are trying to solve their problems, not necessarily just solve ours. Okay, so if you can get into that mindset when we're entering into this, or anytime that you go into spending time to get bookings, that is going to make a complete difference. One of the coaching programs I'm going through is by Brandon Barber, and he talks a lot about neuroscience and this idea of, here's the deal. People can smell if you're desperate. Even if you somehow magically use word choices that weren't making it super obvious, like they can tell, okay? And people aren't, some people like to help, but they're not going to be invested. Okay, it's going to be a lot different with them just helping you try to reach a goal. Like, yeah, sure, I'll help you out. I'll invite some people to a Facebook show. That's going to have a completely different involvement with the host than it will be with someone being like, oh my gosh, that quick cooker, is it as good as I say? Okay, I've been thinking about getting an Instant Pot. So, okay, so what is it as cool as it says it is? Like, what can I make in it? Totally different. So start thinking fall. Okay, lots of back to school things, meal prep ideas. People's schedules are getting busier, whether they've got little munchkins or big munchkins. Again, and not everybody has school-age kids. Okay, so then start thinking, well, maybe they bake more. Okay, maybe it's a time of the year where they like comfort foods. Like they're making more soups and stew. I don't know, like start thinking about what people need and want and what they can service. And guys, this is the number one time to start a business, okay? It is the ability to maximize. And so you can also just be using this to lead into people maybe doing the $29 startup kit or all sorts of things, okay? If you have been in for a while, maybe they hosted last fall and they'd like to do it again. I don't know. Okay, so just be thinking of all those different things that are going on. So we're going to talk about a couple things that I want you guys to have a mindset of. First of all, you need to know how many parties you want. If you're just going into this blind saying, well, I have 0, I would just like some. Okay, not that that's bad, but have a goal, because you're not going to know if you reach it, because we're only going to spend so much time working together tonight. And so if you're like, well, I don't know, I just wanted some parties. Like, how much money do you need to earn? Do you need to buy, do you want new shoes? Do you need to pay the mortgage? Like, I don't know what you need. Okay, so figure that out so that you have a number, because maybe your number is 6. I don't know. Or maybe your number is 3. And at the end of tonight, you have 2. Great, awesome. But you're not done. So that means you need to schedule time later, okay, to be able to do the work with the same things or do some follow-up calls or things like that. Let me get on the okay, every time Luann, yes, true story. Maybe you put my pants on. I don't care if you have pants on. You can always sit from this way up. I would always joke around when I taught that I was like, none of you guys have any idea if I have pants on. Oh, Dawn, you can't hear me. Dawn, try logging out and back in. I don't know how to help. I see her little blue hand. Okay, so again, thinking in that mindset, but if you don't know your number, and again, everybody's number is different, okay, depending on what your goals are and how many shows you already have on your calendar. Maybe you're like, you know what, my September is good. I'm looking for October. Awesome. In an ideal world, you will have your next month booked by the 15th of the previous month. So by September 15th, you want your October to look the way you want it to. Things are going to be a little bit different as we start creeping up towards the holidays. Okay, like I want to have my November and my December booked by Halloween. I want to have them full because I need people to have me be their shopping plan, and I need people to have me on their calendar. Okay, and I need to be able to host coach them a little bit early and kind of be in their brains. Okay, does that make sense? And then I want to be able to have my January booked by Thanksgiving. Okay, so just kind of keep that mindset in a little bit. So like right now we're in September. Okay, I would like to have my October booked by September 15th. So don't panic. A lot of times what we do is we go, oh, awesome. Okay, I finally hit my goal for August. Okay, it's September 6th. Now I need to work on September. That's why we're all panicking at the end of the month, okay? And that's why you're all like, oh, bummer, I didn't hit my goal or whatever. I didn't get that freebie. Okay, we want to front load our months, okay? I personally didn't have my parties this month start until the 9th. Mine are starting this coming weekend because I knew what I had going on with month end, catalog changeover, and a holiday weekend, okay? But you want to be able to figure out your calendar and look at that, okay? So you should have a number of what you need to be able to make so that when we get done with this tonight, that you know what's going on. Okay, so for... Oh, I'm sorry. Messages are still blowing up, and I'm trying to figure out if it's people panicking or not. What 2 parties a week look like? So 2 parties a week look like, that's honestly, it is the recommended. If you want to get everything you want, you can get out of Pampered Chef. It's 2 parties a week, no matter what. Like I make it my goal to do 8 parties a month. Okay. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so does that kind of make sense? The mindset that you guys have to have in, and as we go through, and then you have to have a number, okay? Or else you're just shooting in the dark and just, oh, I don't know if I'm doing well. Am I doing well? Well, what do you need? Okay, come with a plan and come with a number. Because if you just say, oh, I'd like to have some parties, you have no idea if you hit your target or not. Okay, don't just be shooting craziness. Okay, okay. So a couple things that we are wanting to focus on also. Okay, I want you to consider if you're going, well, God, Trina, I feel like I've exhausted all my blah, 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 blah. Okay, we're going to give you some scripts to be able to say whether that's on a phone call, a text, a customer care call, green dotting. Okay, maybe you're going to put a social post out there. We're going to give you a couple different options. But here's what I want you guys to consider, especially if you're going, well, God, I need some more bookings or I need some new tricks. Okay, if you have not taken a peek at the Big Green fundraisers, I want to encourage all of you to book at least one of those. Let me see if I've got it. Where is it? Oops. Where are you, little guy? Sorry, let me find it. I had it pulled up at some point, but maybe it's gone by now. Oh, here we go. Okay, these classroom kitchen fundraisers. Okay, you can find it. Sorry, my screen is probably a little bit blurry and hopefully will come to normal in a second. But you can find it under news and events and under charitable giving programs. Okay, And it is the Big Green Fundraisers. And what this is this is a special fundraiser opportunity for September and October only. So this is only good in September and October. So again, another reason to reach out to new people. If you were going, man, I keep asking my friends and family, you probably are. Stop it. Don't do it. But this gives you a great reason to reach out to other people, maybe people with school-age kids, to teacher friends, to schools in your local community. Okay, it gives you all sorts of reasons, because what this does is it is a fundraiser through Pampered Chef. It gives you, and on this page, it's going to give you, here, let me put this in the chat so that if it is, oops, really blurry, meeting control. Oh, I don't know what to tell you. Yes, you can do it for any school, Mary. And what's great is it doesn't have to be like one per school either. So if you have 3 elementary teachers that want a set of these kitchen tools for each of their classrooms, you can do one for each teacher. Okay, it's really, really a cool program. I love that they're not limiting it to like one per school. They don't care. They just want to get these out there. So what these are doing, yes, and it should be in here, school affiliating means, because this is a question we had. Here are the, it tells you what's qualified: a private or a public school, a specific teacher's classroom within that school, an extracurricular program within a public or private school like band, cheerleading, aftercare program, sports team, whatever, a parent association or booster club for a school like the PTA, any 501c3 homeschooling association, or any 501c3 scouting group. So there are so many specific groups of people that we can go after and get these new contacts. So I'm going to try to like hustle with this. This is going to be my focus for September and October. And a lot of that is because it's going to give me a lot of new contacts. It's going to force me out of my comfort zone to make those new contacts. I have a very specific reason, and guys, I'm passionate about education. And I did not have home ec when I was little, and I had no idea how to cook when I was a married adult. Okay, so what this program is going to do is it's going to give cash money to the organization. Pampered Chef will write a check for 10 to 15% of the sales, and it will donate a package of kitchen goodies, okay, to the school. And it will send a second package of goodies to an identified school that is also in need to be able to do some classroom work. There's lesson plans with this, all sorts of things. So I don't know if you guys can kind of see, this is the flyer that it shows. So depending on how large the fundraiser is will depend on how much free product is sent out. So I would encourage you, this would be a great way right now if you're thinking, I don't even know who to contact. Okay, start reaching out. I'm going to give you this script that I'm going to type up here in the chat of what to send out as an option. Oops. Do you contact the teachers? You can contact teachers, you can contact parents, you can contact coaches, head of the PTA, doesn't matter. Without the and it's all under that marketing information. Let me, oops, sorry, my chat keeps disappearing, but I need it to come back up again. Okay, so that is where that marketing flyer is. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to send a couple things. Okay, first, whoa. Sorry guys, I have so many windows open. Oh, I don't want to close that because that's going to be annoying. Okay, so there are a few different scripts that are just right here under the Pampered Chef bookings course. So I'm going to even copy and paste some of these. This is basically like a, hey, if you're making a call to a past customer, you would just fill in with your information. Okay, this is more about, that one is more about cooking shows, but again, you can modify it. We still earn 50, yes, we still earn 15% on the fundraiser. Thank you, Luann. So we earn a little bit less because they're giving some money, but we still do earn commission. And it counts towards all of our sales goals. Like if you guys are in your first 90 days, it counts towards all that. It counts towards earning the little game day tote, everything like that. It's just a matter of like, typically free product is not earned on a fundraiser, but here it is earned in like a set, like here is a kit to give to the education option. Okay. So here's what I'm going to send out for to get fundraisers. Sorry, hold on. Let me get this scripted out for you guys better. Is it a party or by catalog? What do you mean, Lynette? Oh, is it a virtual party? Or I'm talking about the fundraiser? Sorry, it's totally okay to mute and yell at me too. Yeah. Oh, it can be either. Honestly, you can go and do a cooking show for it, and it's just when you go to set up the show, it will give you the option, and you'll click on fundraiser, and then when you're setting it up, it'll give you the option like, is it Help with Cancer? Is it Feed America? Is it Classroom Kitchen? And it'll give you the option, and that will make it so that Pampered Chef does what it says it's going to do. There's also a flyer, so you'll want to read carefully. There's also a piece of paper that you actually need to send in, like the teacher's information and where to ship the information, so that Pampered Chef knows not only where to send the check, but where to actually ship the packages of goodies. The fundraiser can be anything, right? What do you mean by can be anything? You mean like a theme, or like, yeah, you can say it's a everyday fiesta one, a quick fix dinner, it doesn't matter if that's what you're asking. Oh yeah, virtual catalog cooking, that doesn't matter. Like how it's presented doesn't matter, but you will actually have to call it a fundraiser when you're setting up the show. Hold on, I'm sorry guys. I'm sorry I don't have this drafted up beforehand. I'm part with another company. Ooh, and I'm getting a different idea. Do you? Okay, I should have probably proofread that before I hit enter. Okay, hey Judy, I know you have some kiddos in school and I would love to work with you to pamper your kid's teacher or a program that needs some help. For September and October only, Pampered Chef is partnering with another company to not only give your organization cash, but they will send out a classroom set of products to the teacher's school so they can use them in the classroom for different lessons or projects. Do you know a teacher or program that could use this kind of support? Okay, so basically you're reaching out with them to be able to go through and just have some sort of connection or whatever to be able to be like, hey, if you know people with young kids, and again, high school kids, cheerleaders, doesn't matter, anybody with a family, okay, any educators themselves, is going to be helpful also. And sending this individual message, okay, again, in a text, a phone call, anything like that is going to mean so much to be able to go through. If you haven't current parties, making sure you're posting things in there to be able to go. Okay, so that is an option to be able to do. How about one for the teacher or principal? Yep. Like to send to the teacher or principal. Those I would just use for those. I think, hold on, sorry, let me find, because I think all of that type of stuff is already labeled. in this where it says like, say this. So let me not recreate the wheel. Words to use. I would do text, email. I would send out, oh, there should be a customer connection email. Again, not that that's going to be, when we send out customer connection emails, to me, that's just like a commercial. I don't necessarily expect a ton of people to blast in there, but you can send a customer connection email. I believe there's a specific one. I haven't done it yet. But I just shared the link that this one basically says, here's how to say in person, here's what to say in Facebook, here is what to do for a text message, all sorts of things that are going through. There's images and stuff like that that are in the marketing imagery to be able to figure it out. And it gives you a ton of information. Okay, does that make sense? So like, this is something to be able to say, I don't know if you guys can see that or have access to that. That has something to be able to say on Facebook. I would say this. Instead of at the end saying, I can't wait to tell you the details, I would say, do you have a person or organization you would like to nominate? Okay. And then so I'm actually, and here, I'll let you guys creep on this for a second also, because I'm going to post this to my, oh, apparently I didn't actually post that, but I started to. I thought I gave you guys all a reminder about how to find us. Okay, so I'm going to go to home. Hey, look at you guys already inviting 8 team members to the team. Isn't that amazing? Is this just my main? I guess I can stop share here for a second. Maybe that'll help it get out there faster. Okay, I'm gonna copy something to my page and hope. Oh, I don't want that whole. Tag damn it. I think it's saved on my phone and not on my. So I'll do that from my phone. Hopefully that will be much faster. So that you guys can just copy from my thing also to give you an option of something to just post. Again, just posting is not going to give you a billion bookings. Okay, but it is good. It is a good blast to kind of get some information there. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I tried to copy. Friends, struggle bus tonight. Okay. Copy. Paste. Oh, there we go. Oh, wants me to. Okay, so I just posted something. You guys are welcome to steal that picture and to steal that also. What we are gonna do, I'm gonna also give you guys another script, just for looking for regular parties. Let me get my Evernote open here. Sorry guys, it's also being very slow. And how on earth I'm supposed to share these links with you guys. Okay, and this other link is going to give you some scripts to be able to use also. So that depending on what you guys are looking for, that you have the option. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna spend about 30 minutes here just working and just trying to get bookings and try to get them on their calendar. And when you get one, you're gonna give a hoot and holler in the chat so that we can rock it off with you. And this, again, this just gives a bunch of different ideas to help you out. I think that's going to be in the event, so they will see them. I can definitely put them in there. But most of these, honestly, like all of these that like everything except for that one, that first one is just taken from the words from the booking words that are already on Consultants Corner. That are either on the table talk or that are on the words to say with Paper Jeff. I'll try to download the PDF and see if I can upload the files to make sure that we all kind of know what's going on with it. But that is all in there. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go out, we're gonna make contacts. Okay, and we're gonna try to make a ton of contacts. Okay, so being able to blast that out, I've got mine going on there, and then I'm just going to start messaging people to see if they would like to nominate people for schools, because I am going for fundraisers. I would like to have at least five of these fundraisers going each month. And then I'm going to be working this week to contact like individual schools and things like that also. Just to see if I can get that. But again, guys, you are not limited by just your community. It's a great thing to do in just your community, like to actually be local in doing it. But you will be able to info after the Zoom. This which info, Heather? Like I am recording this so that it can be up on the screen, but the chat will not quite be. I don't think the chat saves the same way, but it will be. You should be able to look back and again make sure that you know that it's. The link. Yeah, that Evernote link should be always available. You can just save that to your you can just save that to your bookmarks or whatever on your browser if you're just trying to find different things with that. And then copy and paste these. I don't know, copy them, paste them, and send them to a message to yourself or to a friend or your husband. Be like, hey, I just wanted to save these for a minute. Okay, you should have them copy and paste it because you're going to be starting to message them out to different friends and things like that also. And again, some of you guys might be like, okay, we're going to green dot. Go back to a party. Start commenting, okay? People that were active, okay? Check on their products. How are they doing? Customer care, okay? Figure out new contacts. Don't just message the same people. Who have you not asked? Who have you looked at green dot and been like, I keep avoiding this person because I just know they're going to say no. Maybe they say no to a regular party, but maybe they're all about a fundraiser. I don't know, okay? Maybe they would have said no to a party, but they cannot help but want that quick cooker. Okay. Sorry, look in the messages again. Myself as a text message, right? See, there we go. Perfect, Elizabeth. Having inner big cellular. Too funny, Amber. Okay, and then I will also send you. Let me. Let me send you the message. This is a message that I sent out after checking in with people on their goodies to try to get a party and kind of enticing them with the quick fix dinner as well as just the new catalog. So I will copy and paste that in for you guys in here again for you guys too. Okay, so after you've checked on their things, okay, so that's another thing that to focus on the new catalog as well as the 60% off. Okay, and you guys will notice some of, again, we're focusing on what they can do. Okay, can I get them something that they want at 60% off? Okay, can I get their Facebook friends together for some fun? Okay, a quick fix dinner party. I use the theme to kind of entice them to try to draw them in. Okay, so we're gonna get going. If you guys get a fundraiser or something like that, oops, I just made you guys disappear. Hoot and holler in there so that I can get you guys all set and ready to go, and then we can hoot and holler for you guys. Okay. And again, remember, sometimes you might be like, man, well, I just worked for 30 minutes and I didn't get anything. But tomorrow morning, suddenly people will respond, and you'll be like, oh, I got one. Okay, so just remember, it's in the follow-up, and sometimes what you're doing now, honestly, sometimes sets you up for 90 days from now. So don't lose heart. Okay, you will get lots of no's, you will get lots of ignores today, but you are being successful because you have set aside time to get appointments on your calendar. Okay, and I'm going to be working right alongside you, friends. Okay. How do you set up a fundraiser party? And sharing the Elizabeth, literally, it's the same exact thing. It's just instead of hitting catalog show, you're gonna hit fundraiser. Like that, like I don't treat them any differently. Instead of saying, hey, you're helping your host earn freebies, I just change it to you're helping your school earn money. Like I don't treat it any differently. I'm still giving customer service. It's just my motivation is for the school to earn money versus for the host to earn free. If that makes sense. Yep, I still do a Facebook party. Yep. I would highly, highly, highly encourage and let everybody know that all of their items, they will not, like, like, hey, you don't have the option to ship to host. Make everybody ship directly, because then you don't have to worry about pickup and deliveries or anything like that. Just let them know that, like, that will be what the choice is. If that makes sense. Um, Remember, as you guys are working, if you come up with questions or if like someone says, well, what do I have to do or something like that, the whole point of being able to kind of do this together is you get a chance to ask us like, hey, I don't know what's going on. Or what am I supposed to do? Or they said this, now what? So the fundraiser party is for a parent booster club or a scout troop. The money goes to them, but a kit goes to the school. Correct. Yeah. So like, but the same thing, like the scout group, like the kit goes to them, and a second one goes off to some um deserving school also. So there's technically two kits that are earned. So like, if I was a teacher, or if I was like a Girl Scout troop leader, okay, I could do this fundraiser. Pampered Chef would cut me a check for 10 to 15% of the sales. So I'd have that money to do whatever I wanted to do with, whatever project we're working on. I would also receive a kit of kitchen products to do whatever I wanted with. Maybe we're going to work on a cooking badge, or maybe we're doing a service project, or we want to donate it to a soup kitchen. I don't know, do whatever we want with it. And then Pampered Chef just also looks on, like sends another kit to a deserving school that is underserved with these types of things. But like, we also have, like, think maybe high school band needs the cash, has no desire for the products. They can donate the products to the home ec class. You know what I mean? Or the life skills class, or the school kitchen, or or whatever they want to do. Or they can raffle it all off at a benefit at the end of the year. I don't know. They can choose to do it. The goal is to be able to really help schools get really food and cooking education into the systems, and to help support that. Like, there's lesson plans that are incorporated, all sorts of things. Or like, some people are like, yeah, well, we're going to do one for the school, and we're just going to have that set of cooking things go to the library, and then teachers can check that one set out whenever they want to do a lesson plan that incorporates within the kind of you know go through that way. Yeah, Pampered Chef isn't going to be like policing how the products are used. The purpose behind it is just to try to get these educational opportunities in schools and in the opportunities. I really need to go find that flyer. Somebody just asked me for details, and I'm like, I definitely need a picture to send them of the flyer. That's not the information, or the flyers and stuff like that, and the pictures are available under the marketing imagery, also under the social posts. Under flyers. There's so many teammates that are on. Okay, how are we doing on sending out messages, guys? Do you have questions? Anybody ask something that you weren't sure about the answer to? And again, if you're spending more time going, not that person. I don't really know about that person. Okay, especially if you're just sending out the one. Yep. Oh, and also remember, ignored or maybe not even looked at, Heather, because those are two different things. Like I'm scouring different teachers, and so I'm changing some of the things up, looking for my fundraisers. My messages aren't going nearly as fast as they typically would. And I've sent out, I think, 9, and I've only have 2 people that have seen them. One person messaged me back, one just looked at it. Okay, yeah. So like I said, and that's the type of thing that like it can be really discouraging if you're sitting there going, oh man, but then you know what? The next morning you might get a couple other responses. Okay. And just think you left yourself a commercial. And think whenever McDonald's puts on something about a Big Mac, do we all run out and go buy a cheeseburger right then? Not necessarily, but we know that they're open for business. We know it's an opportunity. You never know. I'm gonna change. Um, who else? Oh, where'd you guys go? I lost it. There it goes. Sorry. Just turned it into a recruiting conversation. She's not teaching anymore. As the lady I used to co-teach with in Oklahoma, she's staying home with her baby. She just said she started starting a tiny business selling stickers. Well, let me tell you about another opportunity you can have if you are bored. I don't know how many people are bored with the new baby, but I get it. Like, she only has one. Okay. Okay, go and give a holler out in the chat box. We're going to be finishing up here in a second, at least together. Now, if you're in the groove and you have nothing else going on, stay in the groove and keep going. Because remember, you set that number in your head as to how many you wanted. Okay, go ahead and send in the chat box. Tell us how many messages you sent out. Okay, so go in and see how many people you contacted and go and put that in the chat box. Because it's important for us to go and figure out, okay, in about 30 minutes of working, okay, and again, this one might have been a little bit more fumbling. Like mine was script wise. So like I only got about 11 messages, I think, sent out because I was being very purposeful with scripts for a fundraiser versus sending out message, and things like that. Awesome. So Lori got to 21. Okay, we know that Heather had like 20. 21, one no. Good. Hey, you know what? It's a response. Mark it. And honestly, with some of those no responses, guys, or people, oh no, not at this time, you can totally still turn it into what customer service you could you offer? Well, hey, I am, guys, invite them to the mega party. The mega party on Sunday. Okay. If your director has not invited you yet. Oh, and I think I finally just found a way to get around being blocked. So if you did not get a response from me yet, you will get one soon. I just sent one to my friend and she told me that there was a way to get in there. No no's or no yeses. And as you guys go through, it is important to know your conversion rate. But like if someone says no, be like, oh, well, thanks for I always thank them for getting back to me because I want them to know that I appreciated that they treated me like a human being. Thank you for responding. Okay. And be like, oh, thank you so much for getting back to me. Well, if you wanted to take a peek at the new products, we're actually having this huge mega party where on Sunday night where you'll get a chance to see the prizes. Well, here, let me copy and paste this actually because you guys are all going to be like, what did she say? Thanks so much for getting back to me. If you want a chance to see the new products, I'd love to invite you to my team's mega party on Sunday night. It's all on Facebook. and there will be prizes. Gives you a chance to see everything that's new. Okay, so that is a great response to be able to give to a no. Again, copy and paste that and text it to yourself. I don't know, do something, message it to yourself. Message it to me and just say, hey, I was just saving this. Don't mind me. If you're looking for somebody random to send it to. I was letting people know about the mega party. Awesome. Perfect, Karen. I got one person very excited about that and one that may be on the hosting. And guys, the momentum that mega party creates, and for those of you that are like, wait, what is that again? Okay, it's just basically all of us are in there. It's going to be a 1-hour live party on Sunday night. Okay, and it just creates all this momentum because maybe you only had 2 or 3 guests that were really excited about it, but they're in with everybody else's 2 or 3 guests. And so there's like 100 people that are like stoked out of their mind and like, that 60% off special is so great. $29 to join, no way. That microwave pasta cooker. Everybody just uses each other's momentum to get excited, and it typically creates bookings and recruit leads. You get a chance at getting a party on your books. Because everybody gets told to go back to the consultant that invited them in order to order or book or join or whatever. Okay, there's no links posted, so no one's like trying to shark your peeps. Okay, and so being able to do that, and you get to use me setting the script, me setting the time, me running the party, answering the questions, and me giving away the prizes. Hoorah, right? Okay, so use it. A lot of people choose to make it a mystery host party. All that means is that since you were basically the host because you invited everybody to this party, as a consultant, you can do drawings. Everybody that orders or whatever, maybe they get an entry into a drawing for the host rewards, and then you can give the host rewards away at the end of the day because you're just collecting all of these orders. Okay, so that's a great way to be able to do that too. Let me see. One new message. Can I use that just on my page? I don't know anything about it other than it's happening. Yes, does that make sense, Linda? Yeah. And then I will put something up. I'll do something tonight to post for you guys to be able to do the inviting to, in case you guys haven't seen anything from your director or in case you guys are new. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, well, we hung out for about an hour. About 30 minutes was, hey, here's what's going on and here's what to do. And then about 30 minutes of it was you actually like working. So when you're looking at that, again, guys, if you do not set aside specific time, this is a job. It's a job. Okay, if you don't set aside specific time to work, okay, and especially on bookings, that should be your number one priority, even more so than learning all the technology and whatever, because all this technology and all these lovely things that you know or just learn through all these trainings, they don't matter if you don't have any hosts to practice on them. Okay. Everybody's bookings goals are different, but everybody should have a booking goal. Okay, if I was a dentist office and I didn't have any appointments on my calendar, would I still be open for business? If I was a hairstylist and I didn't have any appointments, would I still be saying that I'm a hairstylist? Or would I still be saying everything's fine? Or, oh, yeah, no, I would be going and I need to get people in my chair, right? Okay, so think about those things. Set aside those time. It's not about bugging people. It's about talking to enough people to figure out who you can serve. Okay, guys, some people are going to be super stoked being like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. Like, I'm not going to lie. Guys, the fundraiser, my daughter just started 4K, and it's what, day 2 or 3 of school? Okay, I don't remember. That's how fast this week. It's day 3. There we go. I got it. I know what's going on. And she got her first fundraiser packet sent back. Guys, I'm the mom. I will participate in everything. I'm like, yep, nope, my kid is going to be involved, and this is what they're going to do. And I understand that she is being taunted by the little toys that they want you to get to participate. Guys, this fundraiser, it's an entire catalog full of overpriced chocolate. I'm going to pay $15 for like 6 peanut butter cups. I don't want to. Like, my heart just broke. I saw this and I was like, oh. And if she sells $400, she gets to participate in this little bowling party. Well, I think I'd honestly rather just write them a $400 check, tell them to go put it towards their computers, write it off on my taxes, and then tell my kid to have fun. Because I was like, I don't want to do it. I mean, I'm all about making her like learn hard work and thought about going door to door and stuff. I do not know if I can do it with this one because of what I know that they're spending their money on. I'd rather have them get a mix and shop. You know, I mean, they're going to use it for forever. I don't know. Okay, so guys, schools need people to service them. And when we go in and say, we'll do all the work for you, okay, it's a really, really cool opportunity. And then especially with this other thing. Yeah, and they likely only get half of it anyway. Exactly. I'm just like, I just would rather just hand them some money. So I don't know. Awesome on the home party, Amber. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys go. But again, keep that in the mindset. Know your numbers. I only saw there's 12 of you on here, and I only saw 4 of you tell me, 5 of you, there goes. Tell me how many you sent. There you go. Maybe that's 6. Okay, so you're either scared of your numbers, or you're like, well, I only sent 3, and I'm not going to tell Trina because when she kept telling people to stop judging people and just message them, I was the one judging them, and that's why I only got through 3 people. I know who you are. Okay. So stop it, get out of your headspace and just go out to serve. If you go out with a servant's heart, you're going to get good results. Okay. Alrighty. I will talk to you guys later and hoot and holler if you guys get some results, in the, group so we can hoot and holler for you guys too. Okay. Have a good night, guys. Bye.